Aditya, hi, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you, Aditya. So, Aditya, can you just give a quick introduction about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. I am Aditya Prasil. I'm a student of grade 12 from Delhi, India, and I joined with Lilac Buds back in class 10th for my undergrad application. And since then, it has been a great journey as a mentee.
Wonderful, Aditya. So, Aditya, what was in your mind at the point you joined us? You said after class 10th. What were your concerns at that point? What were you thinking that you needed answers for? Why did you need consulting for your career plans or your higher education plans?
Yeah. Um, During the beginning, like before I joined, I was really unclear on the way to move forward. I really knew that I wanted to go for my undergrad abroad, but I couldn't really find a path for it. And so during my first meeting with Rajiv sir, and when we spoke about the application and the process, I knew that Lilac Buds would be the perfect fit for me because the way I wanted it to be, that is exactly how the mentors here at Lilac Buds also wanted it to approach. So that kind of motivated me to get in touch with Lilac Buds and then work with my applications.
Super. So you interacted with Rajiv at the beginning to make your decision of joining us. Since the time you joined us, right, over the course of this last 1.5 to 2 years that you've been actively working, can you tell us what did you really, what your starting point looked like? What did your end point look like in terms of having clarity about the path ahead?
Yeah, I would definitely say that it was a great learning experience. So initially, when I first joined, I had a series of tests where the mentors could really understand my strengths, weaknesses, and my goals and everything. So I think it was a point where my mentors could clearly and really understand me well. Over this course of time, like I said, mentioned before, I got the opportunity to work with two great mentors, Rajiv sir himself and Karan sir, who not only helped me with my applications, but most importantly, they helped me to stand out, which is really important in a competitive environment. I'm really grateful for that.
Cool. Did you take the SAT at all, Aditya?
No, I kind of didn't take the SAT, but I took the IELTS preparation, so that was also handled very efficiently by Lilac. But so that is the reason
Okay.
I got really good grades in the IELTS test.
Okay. How did you score on the IELTS exam?
I kind of scored really well because it was my very first time. I had no clarity about it, and through the help of mentors, I was really able to get through. I kind of scored 7.5, which I believe
Wow.
is a good score.
It's a great score. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's great. So now you didn't take the SATs because you're not applying to the US, I guess. Which countries did you apply to?
Yeah, so during our meeting, we spoke on the applications and we decided to focus on Europe. I got a couple of admits from UK as well, from Netherlands, universities in Netherlands and also in France. So our main area of focus was on Europe side.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your admits and where you have got secured admits and how do you feel about each of them?
Yeah, so I feel great about all of my admits. I kind of got a couple of admits from UK, University of Nottingham, St Andrews University, and also as well as University of London in UK, University of Groningen in Netherlands, and something which I was really looking forward to, Schema Business School in France. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that.
So which one are you most likely to go to now that you have 5 admits with you?
Yeah, so I was really looking forward to the Schema Business School, and I'll be going with that. So yeah, that is the one which I was really like motivated for.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, cool. So now during the process of applications, you had all these various documents that you needed to prepare. You had to get guidance on, all the material or the content that you would present about yourself to these universities. Can you tell me your journey of, getting your application material ready with Karan and Rajiv?
I think that both my mentors really helped me during my application process, especially Karan sir. We did really good job on the SOPs. He helped me communicate clearly all my goals and strengths through the SOP. We had regular meetings and we were able to focus on the deadlines as well as build upon the resumes, pick out the factors that were really important, and then highlight them and communicate. So I feel that it was one of the major reasons that I got into all these universities. It was a great learning experience.
So using the Lilac Buds website portal, for communicating with your mentors, for keeping your documents. Do you have any feedback regarding how that communication experience and connections were with your mentors?
Yeah, so talking about the Lilac Buds portal, it was really great. I would say that it was very interactive and user friendly, which is one of the main reasons I was able to kind of stay focused on the deadlines. All I had to do was do the assigned work and then upload it on the portal. And instantly, within some time, I got the feedbacks from the mentor. And it kind of helped me to stay organized, but more importantly, it also helped me to learn a lot about what are the essential things that are required, and how could you make an application more better. So it was all because of the portal itself.
Cool, thank you. In terms of your engagement with the concerns that you had, talking to these mentors, were you being coached to a level where you would say you started getting more, what sorry, I'll rephrase this question again. In terms of your engagement with the mentors, would you say that you were able to get more value through more interactions or through the quality of the interactions? What do you feel was the benefit that you really drew from these conversations?
Sorry, yeah. So I would say that during our meetings with Rajiv sir itself, I was really he really motivated me. Sometimes there were areas where I kind of lagged and he helped me with it. Apart from that, with Karan sir also, during the application process, during the SOPs, we were really connected on the ways where we can improve. On various occasions, I was asking things and seeking answers to some of the questions, which he really helped me with. So yeah, it has been in overall sense, it was a great time as a mentee.
And what about your interview preparation? Because you interviewed with a few of these schools as well. How was that?
Yeah, I would say during my interview, I prepared it with Karan sir, and we did it so well. So the for Schema Business School, which the business school I was looking forward for, I kind of did really well in that interview. It was all because of the preparation with Karan sir that helped me get it through.
Okay, cool. And last point here for me would be, there are a lot of students today who are, in the same place you were a year and a half or 2 years ago. What would you recommend or suggest to them today, saying how should they be looking at thinking about taking consulting or thinking about their applications? What would be your one tip in terms of starting that process today for them?
So my only piece of advice to students like me who are looking for their undergrad applications would be to start early, because that kind of really sets a path. It helps you to know about your goals and also the approach you want to take, and hopefully get mentors like the ones in Lilac Buds who could really help you and make your profile stand out.
All right, Aditya, thank you so much for taking out the time to speak with me today. We wish you the best with Schema Business School. We would love to stay in touch with you on your career as you progress through the rest of the 4 years of education there. And once again, thank you for taking out the time. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for having me.